Hey guys, it's Kriptayto here, and today we are back with some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, last episode we had just finished off our investigation for the supposed murder of Mukuro Ikusaba, possibly. And this episode we are starting our class trial, and hopefully our last one. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together? Whoa, you guys showed up together? Wow. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We've been investigating. Hina. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? Yeah, I'm ranked higher than you, Choko. You got a problem with that? What? Are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Is he here? Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... Onokuma? We stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Where is he? Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we just keep waiting here or... You're finally here. You're late, Monokuma. Or what? Jesus. No, did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like this? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh? You want us to go down there now?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. Now can we? Oh, Kyoko's alive. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Ooh, sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
Yes, Kyoko! I knew you were alive. I knew it. I knew it, Kyoko. You had to be alive. I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late? No penalty, at all.
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Who do you think I am? I'm Kyoko. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking!
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped up into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is over. One after another, everyone piled onto the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Kyoko, let me talk. Talk to you. It's been so long. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorm. She went there. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea our body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down. Just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over a crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite. Then how did she go to... Oh, I used the Monokuma secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Any lock? Yoko's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up and we might get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we go through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. Or her? That's a strange way to put it. Why for her? The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Yeah, she's not the killer. She can't be. Being the last one left, I stepped onto the elevator. And the door slid shut. I feel like it's a setup for Monokuma. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Ooh, nice room. Ah, I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Are you guys ready for this class trial? Ooh, new skill, envious influence. Let's use that. And then, we're gonna get started on this class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Okay,
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
so for sure it's Mukuro.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Hello? Did you forget? Oh, I guess Kyoko's dead, right?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Oh, that's a ghost!
Oh. Okay.
But she has legs and stuff.
Ghosts can have legs. Let them have legs if they want.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Whoa. That's pulling it hard.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
No, it's totally Kyoko.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
1 point trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Kyoko's gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
And the fact that she's literally standing right here.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Is that true?
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Wait, are they really that hung up on Kyoko being a ghost? I can't tell if they're being serious or not. There's no way that corpse is Kyoko, because she's standing right here. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. What? So I don't have any choice but to... Wait, we have to prove that it's not Kyoko.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Wasn't wearing gloves.
Burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay, what do we need? I know that body is Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Fake nails.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
Exploded body
The
analysis.
body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was
I mean, they're fake nails. You can't really wear gloves with fake nails, right?
She must have been wearing gloves. No, that's wrong.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
I mean, people can do what they want to do.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my
Ooh, custom made, huh?
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
For real. They spent a whole 5 minutes just trying to prove that Kyoko wasn't dead.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. So much tension so far. Everything starts from there. Mukuro. Sprinklers, exploded body. Oh, tattoo on the right hand, maybe.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
Okay.
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do.
Okay, it's to identify the body. And the one thing that can tell us what's on the victim's own body.
If Kyoko
Okay,
really
let's go.
Then who died? There's gotta be
Let's
some
go.
The face, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma. Oh, if we can't identify...
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so smooth so far.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
And who's gonna kill me?
cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Whoa, hero.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
Thank you, Hino.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
You're my bitch. Kyoko, the door's right there. You can get out. You can get out right now.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Where is that information? Is it the profile? Oops. Oh, it was. I just wanted to read it.
That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is a wolf. Oh, yes, wolf. Wolf. No, I want... Ooh, this is... Wolf. I got it.
Understand? The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
She knows all this?
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
Oh, her books.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
The exact wolf.
That person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Right?
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, that's the right part. I thought you meant the one behind all of this.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a coup-less trial?
Right?
It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Not enough, mastermindy.
I've been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Oh, wasn't she the ultimate military soldier?
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from KYOKO. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means...
Oh?
KYOKO got it wrong?
She's the one who told us she was the ultimate despair.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Guess she wasn't that important.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which
Maybe.
would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after.
Maybe not. Maybe someone else.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
But she's the one who gave Makoto the paper of Mukuro.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Well, then you're gonna lose.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Yes, Monokuma, we're aware of that.
Hammer that point straight into your big old brain!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Wait, so it has to be one of us.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Oh, KYOKO and Makoto, right?
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Yeah.
You've narrowed it down to KYOKO and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain.
Okay, explain away.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
But the murder happened the next morning, right?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
So if Byakuya suspects KYOKO and Makoto, that must mean it's not them.
The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of
Okay.
which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
But that's only an alibi for last night.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and KYOKO. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yes.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Yes, Makoto.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
9 a.m.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? At 9.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Oh, when he left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock.
But the thing is, they might think you're lying. Makoto.
But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
8?
Oh yeah!
7:30.
7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
But sprinklers. 7:30. It happened after 7:30, so it couldn't have been Makoto. The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Oh, sprinklers. We're gonna figure that out right now. Yes. It's right there for us.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Okay.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
I think 7:30. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry. In which case, I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established a
Okay, we're gonna do it.
It took place somewhere around 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Right here. What? Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird's going on. Ooh. That's bad.
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep. And
Yeah, from to 7:30.
that's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have any
Hey,
objections, now
what
would be
is
the
it?
time.
Exploded body. Maybe the analysis.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Exploded body analysis, maybe?
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
No.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Sprinklers then.
and 9 o'clock.
Oh, I missed!
Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be. We've established a time. It took place somewhere between.
Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
You're wrong.
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent
Oh,
words?
Toko. Toko, no, 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 no. I'm just gonna ignore what you just said.
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
I mean, okay, sure.
Man, they're totally wacko.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I was literally gonna do that. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh? Okay, moment of truth. Let's go, Toko.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't
Okay.
know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no!
It's going so fast.
Anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you.
Okay, final strike. Is that the only one?
How can you this should prove it? Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The half of the body was, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Okay.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, Shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
No, they only got the top wet. The bottom was completely dry. What a brutal maniac!
Oh?
I'm so sick of her.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
Between 7:30 and 9.
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Yes.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is not Kyoko. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Oh.
Why? I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
It's a setup.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time, stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
And that is...
She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
But she didn't kill her.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Wait. She's turning it on me.
Huh?
On Makoto.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Oh my god. The tarp. The tarp wasn't put on the floor. It wasn't put on the grass. It was put on the body.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene was used to cover the body could have been...
I got it!
a tarp.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
Oh, then Makoto's still a suspect.
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
They wanted to throw off the investigation.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Yeah.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Oh, Kyoko. Kyoko? You really think Makoto killed Mukuro? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about it right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Hey, something's not right.
The body? The knife?
that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. Is it possible to have blood on the tarp? Since it's over the body? But it doesn't have to touch the blood, right? So I don't think that's the blood. I have to refute what Kyoko said. You have to find a way. Body before the explosion, exploded body analysis. I think body before the explosion. Right?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Mm-hmm.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Right? Yes. It should have gotten dirty.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up.
Okay, yeah, it is the blood. It could have touched it, I think.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they washed it, wouldn't it be clean?
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
That's true, cause didn't they mention before that the blood was dry but only part of it was wet still? Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Then the nurse's office.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
The garden, the arrows, the duct tape, the chicken. They got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which would mean chicken.
Could it have been chicken blood?
How does she know?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Well, did they?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
And that is?
The culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Yeah.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Covered it
Before? Then put it on?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Was it?
Wait.
It's backwards.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh. I mean, it is backward, right?
Then that settles it.
They put it on.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Oh, yeah, the blood had dried already because they killed beforehand. And then they disguised it to make it seem like it occurred recently by making the blood fresh and by making the body dry.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
How?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Where's the time in that?
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
KYOKO?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Okay, find something else. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why KYOKO? Why is KYOKO trying to entrap me? I don't understand. You're fake. Disguised by a body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna die.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Ooh, really?
Don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Mm-hmm.
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Oh, she knows it's Makoto's?
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh, then it falls back to Makoto.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have a knife, what are you gonna do about it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then why did you hide that fact?
Oh, now he's gonna suspect me more.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Okay, then kill him. And then you'll die too. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Okay. Disguised dead body. Exploded body analysis. Fragments near the dead body. Which one is it?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Yeah, that's some faulty logic right there.
Killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Mukuro.
Okay, let's see. Fragments. We already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body, they weren't killed by the knife.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Disguised dead body.
It's the same one.
Is it disguised dead body?
Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
Okay.
Did have that knife before. That seals it. Makoto, just because I had the knife, what? That automatically. Well,
Getting stabbed is what
This one, right? Yes. There was an attack on the head.
wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
lies! We never talked about what killed her!
Well, you can figure it out.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. The condition of the body? Disguised dead body? Or is it Monokuma in file number 5?
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
But we can't figure it out.
It severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of
Monokuma's bomb.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown
Oh no.
particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, we're glad that you aren't in charge of the class trials, or else we would be dead by now, Hero.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. Okay, where is it? Is it the fragments to the dead body?
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Mm-hmm.
That's only natural. Because, of course,
You found it in the gym.
we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
So now you don't suspect him, right?
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, KYOKO.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
Not Kyoko, right?
It's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Need to concentrate and figure this out. Monokuma now number 5, huh? Which one is that? Let's read it real quick. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but those were at least several days old. So, object as thick as a metal pipe.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
No, I'm pressing the wrong button. No!
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was the cover-up and all those other wounds on her bodies weren't fresh, which only leaves.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Okay, it's where is it? Right here. Let's grab it real quick.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Hopefully this is right.
Shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury.
This?
no, that's wrong.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a...
Metal pipe. A pickaxe?
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
I mean a shovel, anything in the tool shed?
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
I mean, Hero can test it on you.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Can we just say KYOKO murdered her?
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead
What was
and
it?
tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The real murder weapon. It's not the titanium arrows, right? Is it? That's small.
I got
It is?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
But how do you know for sure?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Let her say stuff, Toko. Just because you don't have anything good to say doesn't mean that no one else can talk. I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. One more secret about that weapon. Bloody duct tape maybe. Or titanium arrows.
The titanium arrow.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, Because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Too thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no
Too thin. If it was just a titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they used duct tape to tape it together.
It was in the dojo, I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound too...
But it said the weapon must have
That
been
makes so much sense.
Like an arrow would... No, it's wrong.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
another weapon?
Please don't tell me it's Kyoko who killed her. It can't be.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
But the thing is, why would Kyoko set herself up like that? She's too smart to put bloody duct tape in the locker, for which she left the key in her room and had given the key to Byakuya, who she knew would snoop through her room.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
I'm sorry, did you say something, Toko?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
The key in her room.
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to.
What?
The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Of course.
Show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to that dojo locker. Right, woodblock key. Yep.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
She sounds surprised.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Because she's not the killer. At least I hope so.
Not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Really?
What?
She was protecting me? And does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Aw, Kyoko. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
No, she didn't.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Oh, Byakuya? Possible suspect? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What happened with them? What does that mean? What happened between them? when the body was found. Did they meet up beforehand?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean, how did she put the key in her room?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said.
Oh, wait.
You should understand.
That
Master would never hide.
is so smart.
You aren't the
I didn't even realize that.
Stated you said I hid and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Oops. Not that.
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not. But you should understand that. Master would never.
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid and then left the locker key in my own. But could I really have done that?
Okay. Okay.
Exactly. I'm not. But you should understand.
I'm gonna grab that last part.
Proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid and then left the locker key in my own room.
Yes, yes.
Could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not. But you should understand. Master would never hide.
There's proof that you are...
Perfect. Yeah, that's actually really true. How could she have gone in her room if Byakuya had the key and hide that key in the locker?
Why? Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
The Monokuma key doesn't work on that. I don't think so, right?
Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. Oh no. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is the trap the mastermind had laid for us. The mastermind trap. But at the same time, why would Kyoko tell Makoto that she had the secret key that can unlock everything? The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? If you expose it, Kyoko's dead. But did she really kill Mukuro? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Oh my god. Let it go? I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
No.
You decided to accept her assertion as fact.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Imply that Byakuya is the killer?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
Are you serious? You're gonna say Makoto?
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
And it's back to Makoto.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Something off?
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Time's up?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
Oh no, his face.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Wait, no.
Time?
Voting time? Oh, that's the class trial?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Oh,
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
this is a mess. Wait. Huh? No one voted. Wait, no? Yes? Huh? What? What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good for you, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. Huh? No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey,
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like any other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Charles,
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I? Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
What? Kyoko?
let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Wait, so who do I play now? Makoto? No. No, he's not gonna die, right? No. What's happening now? Classroom? What's in the back? Is he gonna get smushed? What? Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not having a lecture while I'm waiting to get smushed. That sounds like a horrible death. Oh, you just gotta wait for it to slowly drag you in. After school lesson. Student pancake. Is he even tied down? He's just sitting there. While Monokuma is lecturing him. Oh, purple face. Someone save him? Anyone save him? Is he gonna get saved? Alter Ego? Save him? Yes, yes. Oh, wait, no, no, don't fall in. Wait, so... Is he okay? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, wasn't that... Yeah, it had to be. Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some kind of stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it, all to hell, I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that? What I'm saying is you should have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing, it was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's even better special punishment. Is Makoto okay? But it's still not enough, I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Oh. Is he gone? Hey, KYOKO, what's the meaning of all this? What the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
No, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Very soon, huh? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years in tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1. You have to already be attending high school. 2. You have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with ultimate students was me. Makoto? Oh, I've seen this before. What? This was the beginning. Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Whoa. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for the dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high across all the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. Thank you, Alter Ego. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. well, there is a door. But I think I'm gonna end it off for this episode. So yeah, I know that the class trial is a little shorter than the other class trials that we've had before. But since it's over now, I think this is a good spot to end off and start next episode with. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay notified. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!